Matt Thompson from King Diamond, and you're listening to Heavy Metal Horror.
Right.
Nibbs, how's it going, man?
Hi there.
It's great to see you again.
Hi, can you see me?
I can, and I can hear you
I'm
too.
in a different room to last time, and it's a bit darker in here.
Yeah, it's very atmospheric.
But it's okay, though.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, it's great, man.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah. So how the heck are you, man?
Busy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I came back home with my wife from kind of like a holiday, and we're right back in with the family and the kids, and I don't know what I'm doing, to tell you the truth. It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's there for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's great, you know.
Sure.
It's how it should be, you know. We're all under each other's feet. And
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how we enjoy Christmas, right? That's how you know it's fun.
Yeah.
That's excellent. That is excellent.
How are you guys doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, doing well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on a few weeks break between classes, and just gonna do some writing over break. So, yeah, all is well.
What kind of writing is that?
I'm writing my 5th book right now. So I stopped about halfway through the first draft. I'm in a graduate program in technical writing. So I'm going to become by this time next year, I'll be working as a technical writer. I taught English for about 22 years and got really tired of it. And I've been writing for much longer than that. And so I'm getting into technical writing because like, oh yeah, I can do this. This is a great job.
Wow.
So I'm just writing my 5th book. I have 2 on the docket to come out next year. So if I have, hopefully we'll be able to finish them. Now with work and school, it's kind of busy, you know. But yeah,
Good.
it's good, man. It's all good.
Yeah, busy is good.
Yes, it is. And is Saxon going to be got plans for 2022, or are you able to talk about that?
Yeah, we've got loads of plans for 2022. We've had plans for 2021, and we've had plans for 2020, but they all got changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's all about who trusts themselves to book a band to do a show.
Yeah.
Or even more, to do a tour. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that bands are still out the road, but it's also so dangerous. I know over in Europe, the UK, and some of the other countries are just like doing a lockdown again with this horrible variant. It's just
and that's really awkward because we had stuff planned for the beginning of 2020, and then that had to be moved to the end of 2020, and then halfway through last year we moved it again into 2021, and then again into 2022. Yeah. It's and I mean, to tell you the truth, we've got some stuff coming up in January, but already I've been saying no, I don't expect that to go ahead.
Right.
Already for 2 or 3 months, but it's
it's too bad.
Yeah, but it's the behavior of any virus, you know.
Yeah.
That gets around airborne is, you know, as soon as you're all like confined to like being indoors, like you are in like colder climes like
Yeah.
North Europe, or up on the East Coast, North America, then it can spread so much quicker. So I mean, it's not like nobody can predict this stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You can predict it, but what you can't predict is that you get like these new variants come up, and they're even more contagious. So I really don't expect. I keep my fingers crossed that we're going to be playing these shows in January in England, London, Manchester, and actually Scotland, Glasgow. But they're all at the end of March, all at the
Okay.
end of January. Sorry.
Okay.
If you think about it, that's like 5 weeks away or something.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's like you're looking at a rough likelihood just with the way things are going. That sucks, man. That's shitty.
Yeah. I mean, I was speaking with our manager a couple of days ago, writing with him and saying, "What do you think, Mr. Crystal Ball? What can you tell me?" And I said, it seems like the government are just putting enough water on the fire to make us sweat more like a sauna,
Yeah, right.
just to really cook you, instead of saying, look, why don't you just cancel everything again and just move it? It's a difficult one to call, because people are so out of pocket and businesses are just disappearing.
Yeah.
Tough stuff. But we got a Christmas tree up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Did you go cut it down, or is this something you bought like at a lot, or?
Yeah, we cut it down into 3 pieces about 15 years ago, from my wife's dad. It's plastic,
Nice.
and it folds up really nice with like cling foil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clear wrap.
Oh yeah.
In the attic, and we used to go out and buy a fresh one every year, and they get so expensive now. It's crazy. And when my wife's dad said, "Look, you can take this one," I think it's cheesy, but it looks great in the corner when it's decorated and the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, it works.
That's all that
That's all
matters.
that matters. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right. And those plastic tree farms are just so bad for the environment.
Oh.
So good that you're reusing yours.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't got it as bad as some places have, with clearing forests and stuff like that. We've got it. I live up in North Germany, and you see some areas where they're having to clear it out, but they've got pretty good programs with replanting and stuff like that over here. But it takes a lot of care to keep these things up and fertile, up and running. But anyway, the tree's up and it's looking good in the living room, and we've been pushed into the bedroom now. Actually, this is my bedroom.
Nice. What's the painting behind you? Oh, is that a picture of you with a halo over your head?
How did you notice me anyway?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I get. My music room used to be downstairs. I think I told you before. I've been moved all over the house.
No, Are the kids taking over all the rooms now? The grandkids and those kinds of things?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been out on walks every morning to see the fairies?
That's
or the elves? Was it the elves or fairy? I think it was elves.
It's elves.
Elves, yes, I remember.
Yeah,
yes.
I was out there yesterday and this afternoon as well. You got to be quick because it's getting dark really early. I mean, and it's dark until about 8 o'clock in the morning now.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark at 4:30, 4:45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like for you chaps?
Well, it's been pretty.
It's about the
gloomy.
same.
Yeah, it's just getting a little bit lighter earlier in the day since we hit that winter solstice.
Yeah.
So the days are getting just a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's funny. I noticed that it seems to be turning around a little bit quicker and
Yeah.
you know, you don't actually really get there where we are until like the 21st.
Hmm.
And but it seems to be changing a little bit. Like I said, we've just come back from Santa Clarita, and you could tell it seemed to be changing already about a week ago. You know, at the night time. But it's odd. Sometimes you get cloud cover and you can't really tell, you know, what's
Right.
going on. But yeah, back in Europe, it's very realistic, the weather. I mean, it's going to be down to minus temperatures in the next couple of days, and
Yeah.
some snow. But you know, that's what we need at this time of the year.
Yeah.
Right. We miss that here. We get it's last, I don't know, Mark, what would you say? Maybe 10, 20 years?
Yeah, it hasn't. We have had like one or two white Christmases in the last
Yeah, it's
20 years.
usually
It's
rain and cold.
yeah. Thanks,
It's
thanks
dog
climate
shit.
change.
Yeah, we've
yeah,
got the
and-
rain and cold as well at the
yeah,
moment.
it's really dreary. You know, and our driveway, which is gravel, it's just got these ruts from like people
Mhm.
driving through it, and now it's got these holes, and every time it rains those holes get bigger. It's like, oh my god, it's like craters, you know, on the moon that fill up. So I'm waiting for the freeze, so at least then it
Right.
smooths out because it's all ice, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty great if you're into like grim black metal stuff. It's perfect for that. But aside from that, like no, I just want that's the only time I want snow is like the week of Christmas, and then it can fuck off. And I
Yeah.
want my 80 degrees back. I need to live in like the Southwest of the United States. I know you're familiar with like Arizona and New Mexico. That's my favorite area. Desert
Yeah.
and hot. Give me
Yeah.
that.
Well, yeah, clear blue sky. Thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
More sunshine for sure.
Okay.
So you've got some festivals lined up next year, don't you? With Saxon?
Oh, to tell you the truth, I'm really not sure anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
I hate to say it. I mean, I am fairly optimistic. I got a healthy, juicy part of me that's pessimistic as well, but I'm
Yeah.
generally optimistic. But because it's changed and moved, and we've got festivals like rescheduled into next year. I just can't remember which ones and which date.
Right.
To tell
Right.
you the truth, I'm sorry, I'm not sure exactly where they are, when they are, but
Well, yeah,
I've
you could.
got a few.
I can only imagine the mix up there. So I mean, it's easy to be like, I don't remember because this is 2 years now
Yeah,
of this kind of rescheduling shit. So yeah, I can imagine
Mhm.
that's
yeah,
difficult to keep pinned down, if you
yeah.
will.
I mean, I don't have a planner on the wall where I cross it out and move it. I mean, maybe I should have, but yeah, we do have festivals, but I can't tell you which ones and where.
Right.
You,
I mean,
you could make it like an advent calendar, you know, in a way that where you put the festival and then you put a treat behind each door. And when you don't get to play that festival, you open the door, you take the treat out. At least you get something for it.
yeah,
You know?
I think everybody should get a treat for buying a ticket and actually being able to go to the gig.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. That is
Yeah.
the treat.
Yeah,
Actually
Yeah.
getting
as
to
you
go.
arrive, you get
Yeah,
like
I'd love
your
to see you guys. You're a band that I have never seen live and would really love to. So I mean, I've seen video like on YouTube, you know, concerts from Bakken and things like that, but that's not the same as being there live, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
no, no. I mean, uh, by the same token, if you do like an online gig or something, stage it or something like that. It's great to be able to do something online. This
Mhm.
kind of
Right.
communication is fantastic. But as far as a gig goes, a gig's a gig. That's why people just want to buy a ticket to see a band. They want to go out and see the band, but you want to get that
Right.
you want to get that fantastic feeling.
Mhm.
It is fantasy because you're not on the stage. You can't actually get on there. It's fantastic. It's fantasy.
Yeah.
You're living
Right.
that fantasy, and that's the magic of the gig. You get into that room and you can feel it because
Hmm.
everybody's got their own way of expressing the wish to meet or be on the stage,
Right.
Mhm.
and you get over 200 people in a room, and it starts to become like palpable. This
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, what's going on? Yeah, you look crazy. Yeah, I am now.
Right, when they're there to see you. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
there's
Not
there's
just
an
there.
exchange. There's an
but-
exchange of energy in a situation like that. So that's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
very
It
accurate.
is very exciting.
All right.
Well, Justin, Nibbs,
Justin,
Carter,
hello.
Carter, Nibbs, Justin Biggs.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, there you are.
Yeah. Hello.
I didn't know there was so much room on a screen.
Yeah.
I think we
New to
could
me as
squeeze a
well.
few more in. Yeah, because
Yeah,
Anders
that's
is
good.
coming in, right, Justin?
Yeah, Anders will be here. It was at 9 o'clock, I guess.
Right. Oh no. Well, 13.
Well, I'm on German time, and it's like 7:15 at
Yeah,
night.
exactly. That's
So
what I said.
what time's your buddy arriving?
Well, I could just drop him a line and let him know that we're on.
I was
Yeah,
because I was asked.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, I think the mail said 9 o'clock in the evening, but I was always on for the early banter before we
6.
record.
That was 1900 hours was how I had it set up.
Yeah,
Was it?
Yeah.
That's 17 minutes ago. Just
Yeah,
give
that's
Anders a
17.
call. Give
Yeah.
Anders a call and just say you're
Okay.
not allowed to continue with whatever it is you're doing. Put
Yeah.
it down. Put it down.
Let your roast burn.
Yes. Christmas
on.
waits for no one.
Do not wipe your ass.
Yeah, because
Yes, it's getting late. It's dark and it's cold. It's miserable over here. Tja. Jaha, det är Justin. Tja. Ja, det är väl tydligen, jag kollade på det här inbjudan, så det var 19:00 på det här intervju med Nibbs och gänget. Ja, så jag sitter på nu, så det är bara att hoppa in när du kan, om du har möjlighet. Ja, men då så.
just ask him to send a few screenshots.
Ja, exakt. Nej, men då så. Men ja, hoppa in när du kan, helt enkelt. Jag kollade nyss, men yes, bra. Du trycker bara på länken och sen kommer du in via Zoom. Så att, ja. Ja. Yes.
Did you
So there we
reach
go.
it?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I thought it was 9 o'clock as well." So,
And I even used that crazy European 1900 time.
1900 time.
I know. I'm like,
I-
okay, I had to do the math in my head. Like, okay, you guys are both 6 hours ahead of me. Yeah, 1900. Yeah, I can do that math. It's only 6.
I think what happened was we got a link before, and it was the link for the last one, and that was at
Yes.
2100 hours.
Oh, it very well could have been. Yeah, because
So-
I forgot to change the date. I had it on the date I created the link, which
Yeah.
completely foobarred everything.
But
So-
I had
Anders said,
nothing to do with this, so it's not my
Anders
fault.
is out and
That's
about.
it's fine.
Yeah, he's out and about right now, so I don't know if he's going to be able to make it or not. So I'm here anyways. So
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
I'm sure he'll call you while we're
Ex-
on.
exactly,
Don't
the bass players are the most important people, anyways.
That's right. That's
Sorry,
right.
what was that? You're breaking up. What was
Yeah,
that?
yeah, exactly. We don't hear it too often. It's like, what? Say it again.
Yeah, just want to make sure it's all right.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm hosting a summit. 2 world powers coming together, which is pretty awesome. And I don't really want to make this a big formal kind of interview.
There
Oh
he
wait,
is.
Anders is coming.
There he is. Wow.
Look at that. Ask and you shall receive. Merry Christmas, Nibbs. Look at that. Merry Christmas to all of us.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the miracle of Christmas shoppingology.
Right.
Exactly. Anders is slowly coming in here.
Yeah.
Anders is out of focus.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I had a total different time on schedule. I thought it was 9 CET, but
Hey, Anders,
apparently
we've already gone
Hey.
through this. You don't need to explain. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Long time no see.
Yeah, I'm a lot better now.
Yeah? How come?
Well, you're there.
I'm here.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Actually driving at the same time, so my girlfriend is gonna hold the mobile, and I'll talk to you guys while I
Okay. Well, my girlfriend's over here in bed.
drive.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so well, what I was going to say, yeah, I just remembered a funny thing. You know, I played with a band. Actually, you've probably talked about it already. I sang in a band called Lionshare. And
Oh, we didn't talk
toured-
about that already. We didn't talk about
No.
that already.
No, we just started.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, but that was I have a memory that's lingered on in my mind for so long. I don't remember. I think it was Dogs of War tour. We did like 5 dates around Sweden. We actually toured with you twice, I think, with Lionshare.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, on this particular tour, you started out, I think, or if it was an extra number, the Eagle has landed, I think, and it started with a bass and drums only.
Okay. Yeah.
We had already played, and sat in the backstage area drinking beers, and suddenly you showed up during the song with the bass, boom, 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 and asked us, "Hey guys, anybody got a beer?" So we cracked the beer open for you, gave it to you, and then you went out on stage again. That was pretty funny.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. But that was in Sweden, yeah?
Yeah, it was.
I thought that's what
Yeah.
every band did in Sweden.
Pretty much.
Not every band have a bass line like the Eagle has landed,
Ah, okay.
No.
Hey,
That
that's,
was pretty fun.
yeah, Lions
Performance.
share. Yeah. I remember.
This was
I-
in Dogs of War, and I don't remember the other if it was the previous album or the album after that we also went around Sweden with you guys.
Yeah, there was Pontus.
Yeah, on bass, yeah, exactly, and Lars on guitar,
And Lars.
and Johan on drums.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Yes.
a few years ago now.
Yeah, that's like 20 years.
Wow.
But
crazy.
you look exactly the same.
No, it's the filter.
Yeah, I got the same one.
Oh,
No, I just let the beard grow instead of, making Botox and stuff.
That's a better filter. There it is.
there it is. Oh. Well, Anders, it is really, really nice to meet you. I don't want to be too much of a distraction. Thank you for coming on the show, and I really just feel like I'm heading a summit, and I just really want, because you guys covered Crusader, and I know you wanted to talk with Nibbs about that, and he might have questions for the about that, because I know you've heard the cover, right, Nibbs?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I guess I'll just kind of let you have at it. I know Justin's a fan, and Anders, well, you've toured together, so I'll just kind of let you have at it and let you guys talk. about
Well,
Crusader.
I would have liked to have listened to it more, but I've listened to it twice. I listened to it probably about 6 weeks ago, and about what time is it now? About 35 minutes ago,
Nice.
and everything all the time in between I wasn't listening to it, and but the first impression was like how cool the rearrangement was. You know, the way it's like the way that you stripped away the rhythm after the intro, and then in the verses, and then comes back in rhythmically for the choruses. I thought it was yeah, it's a real like simple but like clever rearrangement, and then just a you know, it's a really like fairly, I would say, elegant like way that you use the original like elements of the track, you know, the individual instruments, and then just carefully layer some like some synthesizer over there, you know, a little bit of orchestral synthesizer. I think it's a nice tribute to, you know, what um, like a classic Saxon rock song can be like if you give it a little bit different attention. And
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I would say congratulations. It's brave to actually, you know, to take on something like that, and then you know, push it out. But did you guys um, need any help outside of the band, or did you do it all yourselves?
We have actually two unsung heroes who play around in the backgrounds. We have one of Anders' really good friends, like best friend forever, Connie, who's in the background helping us arrange. He did, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the
Sorry,
sword
what was
fight.
what was the name again? My wife was just snoring.
Oh, his name's
his
Connie.
name is
Connie.
Conny. Conny.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he was doing the like the sound effects, like the sword fights at the beginning, where there's a
Okay.
guy in the background screaming Crusader in the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. It's actually me screaming.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-huh.
So he gets the best out of Anders, as you can see. And then we've got Ronnie up in Sundsvall, who did the mixing and mastering, and just delivered a great in your face kind of mix.
Yeah.
What you hear now.
Yeah, I mean, I it's funny how people have different ways of describing, especially in different languages. I'm sure you've got. If I could hear your Swedish description of it, it'd be a lot more accurate. When you say "in your face," to me, something that's in your face is something that's really like dry, without without like effect of like echo, reverb, or a treatment, you know, and like it sounds to me like it's got its fair share of treatment on there, and but I think that I think it's still great, you know. I don't think it's over the top. I think I think it's an elegant representation of how a heavy rock song can be blended, you know, with like almost an orchestral vibe.
Yeah, but I mean the rearrangement was important for us. Why we didn't want to do, you know, a straight off copy of the song. And Peter, one of the guitar players, he's really good at rearranging, and he's a music teacher also, and an ensemble teacher.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing. Yeah, he knows what he's doing, and for the strings and the keyboards, it's my friend Connie that has also a great musical ear. So those two guys together really made the foundation of the song. And then, you know, me, Justin, and Christian, we just did our stuff, and Ricky, you know. The arrangement is the key to this song, I think.
Credit where credit is due. Peter did a great job, and if you listen through, I think especially on Crusader, you can hear the dynamics a lot better, because it starts off with the, you know, the clean verse, and every verse is slightly more that we're adding more to it, and that's where Peter was kind of playing around with like building up on it, and eventually I think it's on the third verse, it's like the whole band is playing and Anders is singing along, so there's a really nice swell.
Yeah.
So that's yeah, I think it was just a really good arrangement of Peter as well.
That's good that it's been given that amount of attention, because like we've just been doing a second record of cover songs that we've decided to do in these COVID lockdown days, months, and we released one cover album with 10 or 11 songs on it, 12 songs on it about a year ago, and it was well received by press, and it was interesting to make. I wasn't sure how wise it was to do, because you can choose songs from the idea that Biff had was, let's just call it inspirations.
Yeah.
And are you okay there, Anders?
Yeah, I'm getting warm, so I'm just gonna take off my scarves, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I stopped the car right now, so I'm in the car standing still. It's better. I just left my girlfriend off so she can do whatever she wants to do.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Okay. It's good that you're not driving right now.
No, exactly. No, I listened through it actually. It was Painted Black, I think, and some other really cool songs that I.
Yeah, well, if you've listened through to it, then you can tell that we haven't really rearranged things that much at all.
No.
We've basically just said, look, let's do some cover songs. You choose two, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Stuff that's inspired your, career, and then it was. I was actually not available for the first time that we came together as a band to run through the songs.
Mm-hmm.
And so Biff was probably taking care of the bass arrangement at that point. And then when we did actually come together, all five of us, it was to run through them again and then record. We had like 5 days to do that. And the great thing was it was in, I don't know if you saw any footage of the project, but it was in a stately home, which is like a house that's been in like a wealthy family over 400 or 500 years, typically.
Wow.
And often it can happen that the finances of such a family fall or rise, and one way to support that is to open the place up as like an exhibition of that kind of period of anyway. Biff knew one of the family members, and they said, yeah, you can come and use the place to record, and that was really cool. So we had the drums set up in the stairway, like the big spiral staircase, and like the band was set up. The rest of the band was set up in the library, and the mix.
Was it like a live session?
Sorry.
Was it live session? Would you?
Well, running through was just. We did run through the songs live and try to take the drums, and maybe a guide guitar, and maybe some things were kept, but generally we would replace things over that. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Studio magic.
Good. And so, well, you never know. I don't know if how much recording you guys do, but yeah, it was generally keep the drums and then maybe even replace the drums. Just get it, because we were like pretty much hitting the ground running. It would be get what best you can out of each musician, and then if it's not working, then let's just use. We've found a good tempo, then let's like start it off with the drums and guide guitars, and then just build it up on top of that. But what we certainly didn't do was like sit down and in between choosing the songs and then coming to recording. In between those points, we didn't sit down and say, let's rearrange Paint It Black, or let's rearrange Paperback Writer, or let's rearrange the Immigrant song.
No.
It was basically a case of, do we need to take anything out? Do we need to add anything? Should we make the chorus longer? Which key is best for you? And pretty much.
Yeah, you did that Christopher Cross song, Ride Like the Wind. Also, you turned that into a Saxon song without rearranging that much. So
Yeah.
I mean,
it can be done. I mean that one is a great example of just being heavy rather than trying to. It just wouldn't have worked trying to do it like Christopher Cross did, because his version is like heavily reliant on this like it's almost like I'm not sure what the rhythm is called technically, but it's played a lot with
congas and stuff. Yeah. Percussion based.
Yeah, it's a lot of percussive based and almost like orchestral. Could be like violins, orchestral stuff, and Paul basically transposed that directly onto guitar, where he's playing major minor seventh to I don't know, suspended. He's
On the ladder.
I'll show you.
We're getting a lesson. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Not bad.
It is the night.
Yeah.
I think
it's a great song though. Both the original and your version. I love them. It's I mean a great song is a great song no matter what you do to it. I really just as long as you don't destroy it. Totally. Yeah.
I think there's one song that you guys actually did on Killing Ground in the Court of the Crimson King, which is King Crimson is a band I love. Huge King Crimson fan, and you guys did that really well. And the instrumental break, I know with those 70s prog bands, they normally used to go out of their way to kind of create an atmosphere. And Bill Buford playing drums, he would hit the cymbals so lightly it would almost drive you insane. Like hit them harder, and he would just keep going so light, as light as he could.
It's funny because when we did the King Crimson track, Biff wanted to do one called 20th Century Schizoid Man.
21st Century Schizoid.
I think it's from the same album. But then he was like, I don't know, persuaded we should do Court of the Crimson King.
Better choice, yeah.
That's a better song, I think. The Crimson King, Court of the Crimson King is a great song.
And plus, Ozzy had just done 21st Century Schizoid Man, I think, around the same time.
Probably.
Yeah. So it was a good choice.
I can remember we had the drummer from Hanover, Fritz Randau, was playing with us at that time, and he was touring with us. He just recorded an album with us called Metalhead, and we were on tour, and then we were getting ready to record the album called what was it? I can't remember what the album was called, but Fritz was drumming on the next album as well, and we decided we wanted to do that Crimson King track, and we pretty much used their arrangement for the intro, verse, chorus, and then when it came to the middle section, like Justin was just talking about, where it often goes off into a like mystery wonderland of progressive rock license to go off wandering and not let anybody know when you're going to come back. I said to Fritz, why don't you open it up with one of these fills that you do in your drum solo, because he was like quite the circus act on his drum kit. He used to do it like a fairly structured like drum solo, and there was one point in it where he would always do this in his drum solo, and I said, that's what you want to put in this Crimson King Crimson.
It's a good choice. That sounds really good in that area. That part of the
Yeah,
song.
he did that, and it gave us an anchor to hold on to, and then it just went off. We just made up our own like kind of grungy riff, and which was a solo backing for Paul and Dougie.
Yeah,
and it turned out really good. I mean,
yeah, it turned out really good, I would say.
It's great when it lands on its feet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Fall off.
I mean, that's the same. We're quite chuffed with the overall reactions that we've been getting. We just kind of did this for fun while we're locked down, I guess you could say, in Europe, and with the looming threat of a ongoing crisis, we've just been like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, it's a good idea. A good idea.
Yeah, well, we thought like, let's just pick songs that people normally wouldn't, go for. It's like either they don't want to touch them because of good nuts.
Good nuts.
No, but
yeah.
we voted also. We wanted to. We ended up with 4 songs, but we had more suggestions, like "Children of the Grave" and stuff like that, other Sabbath songs, but we wanted to have a widespread variety of of the 4 songs that we're gonna make, and I think we really hit that bar good. We have a diversity among the songs that we placed on this EP, and songs that we really love, and songs that we somehow could make our own. That was the idea.
Yeah, what was the inspiration with Crusader? Why not a different Saxon song? Just out of curiosity, what was the driving, like, just because you guys loved it, or?
Crusader is one of those songs, like when you hear it, especially like there's a lot of people that will listen to like Denim and Leather and stuff like those tracks, like Motorcycle Man and stuff. I mean, those are great songs. But Crusader's like the song.
Crusader is an epic, song with the story in the song fits well with what Sorcerer normally do. We sing about crusaders and dragons and things, from fantasy, and we mix it up with reality, and to make our songs epic. This was spot on for us, I think.
Okay.
I mean, it's like as well, like when you listen to these tracks, Waiting for Darkness, for example, like that's one of my all-time favorite Ozzy Osbourne tracks. And I always thought that Jake E. Lee got a bad deal. He never got the credit where credit was due.
Yes.
And it would be nice to do a song instead of doing like, let's do Crazy Train or let's do Mr. Crowley. It's like, no. Let's do a weird one. Let's do one that's
nice. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Some songs you don't.
How many tracks are on your EP?
4.
4 tracks.
Okay.
Yeah,
so we got Gates of Babylon, Rainbow. We got When Death Calls, Black Sabbath, and we got Saxon, of course, and then also Ozzy Osbourne, Waiting for Darkness.
Yeah.
And I think Waiting for Darkness was the song that we did least changes to. I mean, there's in the Waiting for Darkness and in When Death Calls, there are like a triple. There's a three segments of tempo changing, and we didn't want to, disturb the heaviness of the songs, which I sometimes think when you go into a solo, the BPM goes up a couple of notches to make it more, I don't know, exciting perhaps. But we just stayed with 2 tempo changes because we felt that the songs, got heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always funny. I can't wait then to hear your EP and then go back and listen to the originals. That's always a treat. That's always a
Yeah.
treat to do that. Like back to back, listen to the Sorcerer version.
Yeah, exactly.
We also did. You see here if I can find it. We did covers of the covers. So this is
yeah. I
Gates of
just
Babylon. So we did the artworks, so we thought if we're going to go all in, we might as well do a cover of the cover.
Yeah. So that was a funny thing too. And actually, when we started, Justin was talking about when we chose the songs. So the deal was that we were not going to do them, in a studio like that, or we wanted to record the stuff in our rehearsal room. So we bought a thing for the drums, a Yamaha kind of thing that you put on the bass drum. It's like a microphone, and then you can connect triggers to it, so you can make a pretty good recording of the drums in your rehearsal room. So that's where we started, and when we got the drums down, it sounded okay, but there was no, it wasn't a studio sound on the drums. So when we started then to put guitars, bass, and keyboards and stuff on it, it sounded so, damn, this sounds really good. It's too good for those drums.
Okay.
So we sent the stereo track up to our mixing guy that's mixed our albums, our 3 albums, Ronny Björnström. He lives up north in Sweden, and we sent them to him and said, "What can you do with this?" Yeah, right now he lives in Sundsvall. Yeah. Anyhow, he said, "Oh well, I can try," and he put them through some kind of plug-in and managed to save, and actually put some samples on instead of what we felt too shitty sounding drums.
So he reamped basically the original performance.
Yeah. We had a stereo track that came out of, so he could find the transients of the bass drum and the snare, and somehow the only thing we couldn't do any much about was the metal, the shinas and the cymbals and stuff like that. We couldn't change so too much there, but the bass drum, the all the toms and the snare is sampled and
that's quite impressive. I mean, I think he's probably got a mixture of the original and some samples, but there's one of the longest fills of 2021.
Yeah,
it's like your drummer goes around the kit and he just keeps going.
Yeah.
That's what he said. We did the interview like we normally did, a little studio thing where we did interviews, and he actually mentioned about Nigel there on The Eagle Has Landed, where he does a tom roll way out of the bars, and he's like, he just goes from here to eternity. He's just gone.
It's a fill for Europe.
Yeah. So Ricky, our drummer, he wanted to pay his homage to Nigel there and do something, and we put a flanger on it. Sounds cool.
Yeah,
it does. Sounds very 80s.
Yeah, I think Nigel will be laughing into his beer when he hears that one.
Yeah, he can do that. No, but it was great fun doing it, and these songs have been around for so many years now. Almost 40 years. Some of the songs, and being able to record them with this with a quality like this, that they really sound good, with heavy drums and fat guitars and a fat bass and everything. It sounds modern. And I think what Justin meant when it was in your face is when you compare to the original recording and the sound of a recording from the 80s, early 80s, comparing to where you go now. I mean, you can listen back
production values, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more
So you can
bombastic.
listen back to the old Saxon records and see how you have progressed sound-wise. You can hear that too. The decades of.
Well, to be honest, I've
change.
been listening to it pretty low-fi, and so I'll put them both up on some.
Yeah, you need to listen.
On some better hi-fi, and I'll give them both a good A-being. So when is the EP? Is the EP already available?
Yeah, it's on Spotify now.
We had a release schedule that we started in September, I think. September, October, November, December. The 4 singles came out, and then the EP came out in December also. So I hope we haven't bottomed the discussion with our label yet totally, but I want to do an EP on vinyl and keep it as an own thing. But our label is more like, well, we can do them like bonus tracks or something. But I mean, we're writing a new album now. We don't want to disturb that new album with these songs. They stand on their own, I think.
Yes.
Isn't there enough room for the label on this screen right now?
Yeah, get them in here.
Yeah, bring them
in.
on. Well, that was the question I was
now.
being asked when I told people this was happening. They were asking if the EP was going to be made as a physical, a CD.
It's the ambition, I would say. It's the goal. Like, we would like to do it as a limited run, if we could. That would be really fun. And a lot of people want to collect that. I personally thought it would be cool to have like the EP as itself, and then we spend a lot of time as well on the covers for the actual singles. It would be cool to do like a 45 of each single.
Oh God, a 45.
Yeah,
would be
absolutely,
awesome.
absolutely. 7 inches would be fantastic. They're a hard sell, but that would look fantastic.
Yeah, limited run. I mean,
I would bring out my Superman record player, which plays 45s. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. The reason why it didn't turn out to be a hard copy, so to speak, in vinyl and CD is that Adele fucked us all on the vinyl.
Yes,
she did.
Yep.
Somewhere she booked up all the vinyls, like 500,000 copies.
500,000. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it is a good album.
No vinyl.
It's not so good that it needed to shut down all the vinyl pressing plants.
Look, she's coming on next week. She's coming on next week, so you guys come back and you can just let her have it.
Yeah. There are still the same amount of Adele records in my local Target that there is since the album's been released, and now same amount. No need to shut down the pressing plants.
No.
Don't be that cool that you need to press that many shit for it.
I don't know if it was bullshit or. I guess it's not only her fault. I mean, there's a really
no, it's only her fault.
Job, vinyl around there now. I mean, records from the 90s and the 2000s are getting reissued on vinyl now. I just bought Rob Halford's Resurrection on a re-release now. It was impossible to find before, but there, it's a lot of prints are coming out there, and the print shops are busy as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adele, thanks for being a killjoy.
Have you thought about bringing it out as a cassette or 8-track?
Yeah, I'm gonna do an Adele song next time.
Yeah,
see
do
what
a
she
cassette.
thinks about that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have covered an Adele song, and she would have been like, "All right, give these guys a few thousand."
That would be awesome. I'd pay $1 to see that.
It was a good album anyway. So, that was one of the reasons that we heard anyways that it wasn't available, or it wasn't
Yeah.
feasible at the time to do one. So
Well,
yeah,
she
we'll
dropped
see.
off the planet for me in the last year or something. I mean, I don't know. I didn't hear anything from her since Skyfall,
Yeah,
Exactly.
and it just shows to me, when people say, "So how are you doing?" and stuff like that. She had a new album came out, and then I saw like blurbs here that it's #1 and it's been there for so long or whatever and stuff like that, and I didn't even know it was there.
yeah.
And I appreciate her as well. When I was listening to the Hello from the Other Side, whatever that one's called.
Oh, hello. Yeah.
Yeah, Hello. That one was a big inspiration for me. I was writing the riff for this. Saxon had an album a couple of years ago, and we ended up getting Johan Hegger from Amon Amarth to sing on it, and I'd already got the basic riff for it. It was like a really like
Good track.
and then I wasn't sure where to go from there. But the atmosphere from her vocals and space in that Hello song was a definite inspiration where to go next, which was
To the other side.
bang.
Yeah.
Total opposite, into bang.
Yeah.
Down, 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 get it down, take it down, take it down,
Yeah.
But after that, I
Open up
didn't hear.
the song a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything from her for over a year.
No, she's been through a divorce and stuff and shit. I
Yeah.
don't know. And writing this new album, I guess so.
So would you guys, Saxon, would you guys be up for a tour with Adele, Sorcerer? You guys? I mean,
Well,
I can see this happening.
What's catering like?
Yeah. Well, I know.
would be so-
I know Adele fancies a pint, so I mean, there'll at least be beer.
Yeah, yeah. To tell you the truth, when I saw some footage of her playing at it's quite a while back now, but she was playing in London at the Royal Albert Hall, which is a real like prestigious theatre.
That's
But
nice.
it's in the round, and I thought she did a really great job there, and she was really like thankful and humble with the crowd and stuff like that. But she just seems like one of the girls, like just likes to say it how it is and write it how it is and perform it
down
like
to
it
earth.
is. Yeah,
She's
so I'm
very close to
sure
that,
I'm
yeah.
sure it would be a good package. I don't know who's headlining though, Anders.
We can call it the Adele Saxon Sorcerer Tour. So ASS. And,
yes. All right. Take
I
my
think
money.
you have to do at least one song all together.
Get
we'll just call
yourselves
it,
a piece.
Yeah. At the
Get
grand
yourself
finale.
a piece of the ass tour.
That's right. Right.
Yes.
I can see the shirts now. Yes.
You can tell that we haven't been out on tour for a long time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
So what are
think
you guys doing next in Saxon? You guys got a new record coming out soon. I read some stuff, or there's like this weird. If I went into Wikipedia, there's like the discography, which, by the way, you guys have a hell of a lot
It's
of records.
huge. It's massive. Yes.
It's massive.
It is
It's
massive.
What
if there's
did we
one band
do?
I have to give credit where credit is due as well. If there's one band from the Waldom era, you've got Maiden and stuff like that, but Saxon's been that one that's been just constant producing records all the time.
Yep.
It's just like Jesus. So I think it's a 23rd album to 2022.
I think it is. I think it's 23. And,
How many have you done, Nibbs?
I don't know.
13.
Well,
Yeah, but
it's
been there for a
studio
while.
albums since 1990. Studio album.
Okay,
So
quite a
Yeah.
while.
been 13 in the studio, and then you've got a few live ones in between.
Yeah, quite a few. It's been the live ones have been worth it though, because as your catalog grows, you end up having desire from the punters to hear stuff live that you haven't done for a while, or new stuff live. So I always used to think another live record, but there's usually some new material on there. It's not usually just the same old. But
Well,
yeah, we've had a new album already ready for quite a while now, but it was just a case of why release a record if typically you just go out immediately and tour it. And actually it boils down to a couple of reasons. We don't have the financial capability to just carry on giving out and pretending that it's all coming in. We're just not on that status. It's it's great to pretend that you are, but you take the mask off and it's there's bills to be paid, and most income comes in from touring, as you probably know, or merchandise live. And so we've had a record for a while, but Biff actually used the chance to concentrate a little bit more on vocal production, because we weren't in a hurry for it anymore, and the record company were okay with that. It's we got it done basically, and he just said, but I use this time to maybe redo some vocals here and redo some vocals there at his place with his son. He likes to help with vocal production, and I think it's worked in our favor, because as you all know, sometimes you go in and put down the first thing that comes to your hands or your voice or whatever, and it's great, but I wish I'd tried something else on that song. If you have the hindsight or the hind vision, the benefit of hind legs, let's say. And
the one thing also that is pretty interesting with your career and bands of your status is the fall of the big stages in the 90s. When you really went from playing ice hockey rinks to small clubs and venues. With bands like Lionshare that I play with. We played in really smaller clubs and venues because of the grunge that killed it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But I remember I have another story actually about that. We were supposed to play with Saxon, one of my I idolized your guys, and we were supposed to play in this little small tour around Sweden. We were supposed to play in a place called Johnny's Bar in a town called Eskilstuna, like 200 kilometers outside of Stockholm. And we were two bands, with backline and everything, and we came to this place, and the guy met us just inside the doors, and we were like, where do we put up our gear? And he's like, could you put it up over there? And I remember Biff, he was like, are you fucking kidding me? Inside there is there's only room for like 200 people here, and we're gonna put all our gear here. People are gonna have to stand outside, to listen to us.
I think that might be one of those gigs where I didn't even get off the bus.
No. No, but the thing was, he had a conflict with the city, because his bar was next door to a big hall where you could play with a bigger stage, and he had like two doors that were locked from the city, prohibiting him to open up them and play there. But actually, we just said if we're not gonna play in there, there's not gonna be a show.
Yeah.
This is how I remembered it. Anyhow, so he broke the seal of the door. Yeah, we fucking went in there and played that show in that hall. Anyway,
Oh, I did get
because-
off the bus then. Okay.
Yeah, you did. You did. You did. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. And yeah, everyone was happy afterwards. I don't know what happened to the guy that owned the bar afterwards because we really wrecked that place. But it was fun, you know. It was like
Yeah.
it was 400 or
That's
500
around-
people.
That's around
Yes,
1995, 96, something
yeah.
like that.
Dogs of War tour, I think, or the one album before or after. I can't remember those.
Yeah,
right now.
there were some unusual venues in
Yeah.
around that time. Not just in
Yeah.
Sweden, but
No,
I seem to
things were
remember.
shit, really.
Yeah, I seem to remember candy shots being a big part of that tour.
Candy shots.
Yeah. It was a good thing though, for a while.
Yeah,
Not too many in a row.
Keeps you busy, I guess. But
yeah,
it's an
the next
interesting
day.
thing.
but
The
those,
next day was getting later every day.
No, but
Recouping the time from the hangover.
those tours for me were great. You know, you were such great guys, even though you were on a whole other level than we were. You let us. You know, there were no hard feelings about. You know, you can only use these channels or whatever. You know, and
Yeah, I
shit.
remember we had a guy called Steve Gurney. He was our sound guy, and
Yeah.
he was pretty cool with everything. And
Yeah,
yeah, you had Pontus Norgren.
Ja, Norgren, yeah. Hammerfall guitar player.
Und Pontus Engberg, no?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
Pontus Engberg plays the bass. He's also in Merciful Fate now.
Yeah, isn't he the singer in Merciful Fate now?
No.
No. Maybe they could change. I have no idea, but yeah. Yeah.
I remember it being good fun though. Back.
Yeah. We had great fun.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, you should get over to Sweden around this time of year. It's good fun.
I believe it.
Yeah, I'd be up for a road trip. Yeah.
A road trip.
Sure.
We'll drive right over there.
Right. Yeah.
We'll be over in 10 days after we die.
We'll take the ferry. We'll just drive around on the ferry till we land. Right.
Yeah, it's quite dark.
Yeah, there's a few ferries that you can take. If you get the one down from Tampere or in Finland down to Stockholm.
Yeah, you can go from Turku to Stockholm, or from Helsinki.
You should
to
try
Stockholm.
that one.
Okay, I know some people in Helsinki.
Just to give you a taste. Yeah.
Yeah, we had an exchange student from Helsinki when I was in high school, so I could swing by her house. So
there you go.
Yeah.
So you've already got an in.
That's right. I'll just give her a call.
Yeah. Or you can
Those
take
boats are pretty interesting.
They're always fun. Circus on the sea.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've also got the boat that goes from Malmö to Hamburg as well. So you can go from southern Sweden to Germany, if you like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the same
we
shit.
would like.
Same shit, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, just the Baltic.
When Saxon and Sorcerer tour together, you're going to need an opening band. I think I don't know. Vindicator might be a good opening band.
Yeah, we'll do it.
You know, and I can come along with and
all
have
your stuff,
cigars.
too.
Yeah, I'll be a good
You're our
roadie.
road manager.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be taking
Yeah,
care of
you
shit.
should do.
Yeah,
Well,
if you wanna drive away fans, I'm your guy.
That's right.
Hit me up.
You're the one that's going to scare all the potential T-shirt buyers away. Eh?
Yes, very good at that.
Oh, it's good. You need one of those guys.
Yeah, I know
Keep
you do.
Keep the weirdos out.
Hey, so Sorcerer, when was the last? When was your last gig?
Was last weekend.
Yeah, whereabouts?
We were in Golindov in Poland.
Oh,
You have been there too, apparently.
Yeah,
Did he
we heard a
fly?
funny story about Saxon.
did he fly there?
No, we drove
Yeah.
in from Berlin.
Okay.
So we went from Berlin to Golindov, and then back the next day. But they told us that because they had a Saxon story as well that you guys played there, and they come backstage, and what they did was they put up a big bloody Union Jack in the backstage, and they left a note, can you play this song? I can't remember for the life of me what the song was, but you guys did play it, and after you'd left, you left a note to them. You said, we'll play the song, but we're keeping the flag. And then Biff was on the stage the next day in Germany with the flag, waving it about. We've just come back from Poland. Look what they gave us. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, we usually have fun in Poland. It's cool over there.
Poland, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a lot of fun. Couldn't believe it.
I thought you were going to make us a snack in your kitchen there, Nibbs.
Are you hungry?
No, I'm good for now, but hey, not going to turn down a snack.
Yeah, I made chicken stew yesterday,
There you go.
but I had to make 2 pans. I like it spicy,
Yes.
but not
And
everybody
everyone
likes
else
it
don't
spicy.
like it spicy. Hate that bullshit.
Yeah, so I had to make 2 pans of
Yep.
regular and irregular.
Irregular and delicious.
Yeah.
I love hot food, but my stomach hated it the day after.
I think it's the neighbors. Don't respect the neighbors too much.
Yeah, I like my curries. A good curry is
Yeah.
just, what can you say? Go out and have a nice vindaloo or something like that, something with a bit of bite, and then
All
make
right.
some
So,
noise the day
but
after.
Justin, that's because you're Canadian. So you're still like a North American. See, my wife's like 25% Norwegian and can't handle any spicy food. I think Scandinavians can't handle heat. I don't know why. But see, you're from Canada. I know when I was in Toronto last, you can get all kinds of spicy food in there.
Of course, yeah. It's the cultural hub of Canada.
Yeah.
That's like you've got like some first. What do you say? It's just like a mishmash. You've got like a Chinatown. You've got an Indian town, Arabian town. It's just all this lovely food.
It's
and
like
lovely
Disney
cultures.
World, but it's a city.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's where people come nowadays, especially now that when like Gordon Ramsay and Jamie Oliver started doing their cooking shows, started flocking on these huge cities and opening restaurants everywhere. And I thought it was good, but it's just different. And it's a great opportunity for new people to come and share their culture with Canada. And I think that's great.
True. Don't feel bad, Anders. It's just because you're Scandinavian. That's all. Don't feel bad.
I mean, man, we got so much different food here also in Sweden and Stockholm, and you can get your Vindaloo if you want to, but I don't know, why would you eat that shit? It makes your ass like a rocket the day after.
It's a cleanse. It's a cleanse. That's a diet thing. It's a cleanse.
Exactly. That's what you should do. Yeah.
Yeah. It's some people call it perjury.
Yes.
Or purgatory.
Yeah. Also.
Or just a purge.
Yeah.
The Purge.
That would have been a better movie than The Purge. Came out right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'd like to have some spicy food in Toronto, Stockholm.
There is an Indian
Iowa.
place in England, London somewhere where the cook wears a gas mask when he does the vindaloo.
What?
It's so fucking hot that you can't be in the kitchen when he cook it.
Wow.
You get a T-shirt if you eat it all.
We have that as well in the old city in Stockholm. I don't know if he's there because of the pandemic and stuff, but prior to the pandemic, there's a little bar called Medusa, and on the corner there was this guy who had like this hot dog stand, and he only did these spicy hot dogs. He also had a gas mask, like Kevlar
What the
gloves,
fuck, man?
and if you ate it within, you got to drink all the milk you wanted. But you know, it was a great setup as well. It was so entertaining because you see these guys wandering out for the pub, just 3 sheets to the winds.
That sounds
On the
great.
way, I'm gonna get a hot dog, and they're like, "All
Yeah,
right,
you are.
milk, all right." And then you just see this fountains, like these human fountains of milk. And
Oh wow, man.
it's brilliant. Like, I just wanted a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great marketing. Yeah, what can you say?
Okay, I'm gonna have to go shopping for the Sorcerer EP.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do that.
please do.
Yeah,
I love
man.
that, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
getting
where
ready.
can he find it? Where can Nibbs find the Sorcerer
Well, you
EP?
can find it on our Spotify or the.
I'll
we
find
got
I'll
Bandcamp.
find it. That's the great that's the,
Spotify,
that's the great
Bandcamp.
thing nowadays. It's to find a digital format of anybody's stuff nowadays is so easy, and that's a great thing. But obviously from the official site, right?
Yeah,
And you can see us. You can see us perform them too. We made videos for each and every song.
Yeah,
It's
that's
on our
cool. That's
YouTube
cool.
channel.
Yeah, that's always a treat. It's good to get that insight, you know.
Yeah.
However beautiful people may look, or otherwise, you know, it's just good to get an insight, you know, and
Yeah.
you get to check out what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
It's like you say, you know. It's not like the gig, but it's the next best thing. I can remember like not having heard Rush so many times. I got like records from my brothers when I was like 12 years old or something like that. I was born in 1966. So when it was like 78 or something like that, 1978, they'd already got like a live album by Rush called All the World's a Stage, and then they got the next studio album, which I think was called A Farewell to Kings, and they let me have or they let me borrow the vinyl of All the World's a Stage, and it was like one of these gatefold like vinyls where it opens up two sides, you know, and it was just full of photographs of these like musicians, let's say, on stage, like in various like hippie, progressive like rock like garments in flagrante, you know, like doing their thing, and it was like fascinating to me because I could hear the stuff on the record and then see pictures of them, like, oh, that's the noises that they make while they're doing these poses. Oh, I get it now, and then I heard the next record. It was like the one with Xanadu open, A Farewell to Kings, and it's like super prog rock stuff. Like, well, then it's got like little quaint songs on it, like Closer to the Heart, but then the next one was like, Jesus, okay, they're going for the kill, and it was this Hemispheres album where they're talking about the Greek gods, like, and
that's my favorite.
Their points of view, you know, like, oh, I'm not sure about the Earth now. Like, let's have a battle of guitar and bass and drums. Oh yeah. Oh no, let's go to Spain and do La Villa Strangiato or something like that. I mean, Jesus, like they were going crazy. And then next one, Moving Pictures, and one of my friends at that time, I was like coming up 15. He got a video cassette player, the VHS thing in Europe, and one of my buddies and I were with my drummer friend who was like wealthier by he had an extra 0 on his like 20 quid a month. And we would push him into the video store and say, rent that video. And it was Rush live.
Nice.
Exit stage left. And like,
That's
and
good.
now take us back to your house where you also have homebrew.
Yeah. We could drink your
Sounds,
beer.
sounds like a good evening.
Oh, it's great. And then we would like connect anything that was electric and had strings on it to anything that had a speaker. Like the next day, get him to build his drum kit up and just like pretend that we knew what we were doing. It was great. Yeah, and like so.
Whole different thing now.
To see what I'm saying is like to actually see the musicians doing their thing. You know, a little video clip. It's cool for fans. You know, they like it.
Yeah.
So
I think that one cool thing about Sorcerer is even though it's meant to be doomy and gloomy and dark and stuff, actually the 5 of us have a really good time together. Like
Right.
you look at those videos, and
it's often that way. It's often that way, you know, like Slayer or like I don't know if you heard of some of the like craziest death metal bands, you know, just like so full of humor, but like
Carcass.
Carcass.
Oh, Carcass, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Or
Just
Napalm Death.
great stuff. And like
Rigor mortis.
But you just want to, I think that's what we did in the videos, and that's what we try to, put across as well. Like we weren't taking the piss out of anybody. We're just like, we're playing songs that we love, and we're having a good time doing it. So
that was a vibe that I got, Justin, when I watched the video of Crusader, was that you guys were having a great time. My wife and I last night watched the 40-year reunion, or not reunion, sorry, the 40 years of Metallica live stream. We found it on YouTube because we couldn't. It aired at midnight our time, so we were going to watch it the next day because we're old folks. We're not staying up that late. And the one thing that I can take away from like that performance was those dudes are having fucking fun, and that's key, man. Like you gotta have fun. Like Nibbs, you have fun playing live. That's very evident in every live video of Saxon that you're part of. If you're not having fun, people aren't going to have fun. You're not going to get that energy return. So I think that's crucial for a band to convey that, no matter how serious it is, you need to convey that you're having fun, because if you don't, no one else is having fun.
But not only that, at the end of the day, if you're not having fun, then why do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you doing it? Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Nothing gives more joy than
It's
playing
not
live.
for the money, I tell you.
What's that?
It's not for the money. That I can tell you.
Yes.
Yeah. Money. What's that?
Yeah.
Money.
We got paid in free pizza and beer once for one gig. I remember in a band. Like, I will take it. That was great. We were used to playing for free. Like, we're gonna give us beer, pizza. Yeah, shit. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when we got back to Poland, like we just like went to the backstage. Like, wow, what the catering? It's like, do we get paid too? We're getting paid? What? Really?
Because you were like putting hot dogs in your pocket to take home, right?
Yeah, I
Quick,
had the
get a
cheese
bag.
platter.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
All the sausages you can have and delicious beer. Sign me up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is a great thing. When you get to one of those countries that just have local produce that is like freely available, and they're happy to like give it to you, and you realize it's like either local beer or drug.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a crazy.
These guys were really cool. They nailed our rider, and I'll tell you, it's not a huge one. It's not like 4 or 5 A4 papers of stuff we need, but we have some stuff on the rider that we
Ours is quite a big rider, but it's because we write really big,
Okay. Yeah, pretty much nailed it all. It was I think it was the first time that we, they really produced what we have written on the rider. That was pretty fun.
What
Otherwise,
color? What color M&Ms do you guys ask for?
Brown M&Ms, obviously. Otherwise, Ozzy won't go on stage.
Knew it.
No, but it was really funny because we had an incident in Greece where Christian's, like his camper actually short-circuited. There was a power
Oh
outage,
shit!
and there's a safety feature in these campers.
What's a
So-
camper? Is that like a drum kit or a
Profiler.
microphone?
It's a
Amp
profiler, yeah. It's like an
profiler.
amp, basically.
Okay.
That's what he uses for an amp head.
Guitar thing.
So his
Yeah.
drum kit didn't short circuit then.
No,
Yeah,
no. But what,
no.
but what happened was, there's a safety feature in it, so it doesn't blow a fuse or anything, so it won't turn on for like 15
Oh, like an
minutes.
extinguisher?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It grew out the arms like and lost its space. Went, warning, warning.
Nice. I didn't know Kempers did that. Now I got to get one.
But
Kemper
Yeah,
drum
it's-
kits with self-extinguisher.
yeah, exactly.
I love this. I'm pitching that one to the company. I'm emailing them after this.
But from that, we included in our rider a few 9-volt batteries because we would bring pedals, just in case, and sure as shit, these Polish dudes, these lovely people that they are, they came backstage like, you guys want like 4 or 5 9-volt batteries? Like, where do you want them? I was like, really?
I love this story. Right. I need to know about this like backup to a Kemper off air. I'm not going to take up time of the show to ask that, but I'm very curious about what the
you can
what the
drop
backup.
you can drop
Yeah,
Christian a line.
Yeah, I need to drop him a
Is-
line and be like, let me know what that backup is. That's only pedals. I love that. I love Gear Talk. I'm sorry, I derailed the whole thing.
It's
Carry
only
on.
available in Poland.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's all-
Yes.
exactly. If you need to meet the Polish people because they just they're
Okay.
on top of it.
Or you
See-
can use it. You can use it globally, but you have to go through the Polish phone system.
That's what it is. I can't
Yeah.
afford that.
And not
so,
only that, you
alright.
can't go through Warsaw or Krakow. You have to go through Goliniów.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
How's Vindicator selling in Poland? Vic?
Nothing.
We get you there.
Yeah, exactly. It was the first thing they asked as well. They're just like, "Do you guys need anything?" I'm like, "No, we're all right." Like 2 minutes go by. So you guys need anything? Anything at all? Like, dude, no, we're good. We're good, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was just like, all right, these guys are really like adamant to help,
Yeah.
and
No, that's awesome.
they really want to
man.
be
That's-
hospitable, and it was just like, wow. We worked
Clearly,
very
between
well
the two bands, Poland is a place to play. That's awesome.
Poland
man.
is
That's
awesome.
good.
Second question was, you want hookers and dope?
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Well, it's got to be on the whole. It's got to be on the bucket list now.
Is that on the
Yeah.
rider too?
No.
No,
Okay.
no.
Yes.
But apparently, we need
9-volt
to
batteries. That's that-
For the
Yeah.
hookers and dope. That's what it is.
That's what the 9-volt batteries are.
yes, actually, right.
Exactly.
We're still recharging them from the last band.
Yeah. It was a long night. Kiss was here last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's been great though. Like that was we've only done 2 gigs this year actually. So yeah, one in Germany and one in Poland. So
Yeah.
Well, obviously, it's high time for the two bands to play together. You guys haven't played together then, yeah? Sorcerer and Saxon have not crossed paths. Is
we
that
have not
fact?
crossed paths. No.
No.
Unbelievable. Mark it right here. It needs to happen. Needs to happen now.
Well, we can ask
That would be
Biff,
great.
I'm totally open for that.
And then when you guys play Crusader, whole band thing. See, fans love that shit. I'm just
Yeah,
letting you
that-
guys know it. If you
that
didn't
would
know.
be that would be really cool. It's we did actually do a larger production of a typical Saxon show about 7 years ago. We played at the Vakken
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music Fest, open air, and it was 35 years of Saxon basically, and so
Okay.
we did like a basic rock and roll, classic heavy metal kind of set, and then dropped the curtain a little bit of theatre, and behind that there was more of a production waiting after the first 8 songs or something like that. And yeah, we had like a 4-piece like violin and
Oh wow.
viola and
Adele. I think
Cello.
that's where she's right?
Adele.
Yeah.
Adele.
Was-
And
was-
Adele was also
Adele there was
pretty-
on
Yeah.
He was on
got
standby.
Nigel off the drums, and she got on.
Yes.
But she wasn't allowed to sing, though.
That's right.
Right.
Just
But she
dance.
was allowed. She was allowed to drink as much as she was capable of, and like
And she
Cheers.
did.
yeah. So we ran out of booze.
Damn you, Adele. God damn you to hell.
Fucking
Adele, what's
the pressing plants and all the beer gone because of Adele. What the fuck is going on with this world?
But she did a great job on Crusader. And also the girls, we had like 4 girls right up on the back, like giving it all their stuff. Great percussionist and a great keyboardist, and that's pretty much as close as we've ever got to like the version that Sorcerer did. You might want to check that out, compare it to yours.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I will certainly do that.
I think
Yeah,
that
sure.
concert is on YouTube. I might have
Yeah.
watched that one.
Yeah,
The
I'm
35th
sure
anniversary. Yeah, it was a really good show.
2014,
Yeah.
about 23:32 p.m. on
2 p.m. in the afternoon.
on the Thursday.
Okay.
Oh, long show.
Well,
Played all the albums.
all of the albums.
All of
we,
them.
we left
3
out a
days
couple.
worth.
We left out a couple of the live ones, though. You know, because you get this
Yeah.
you get this phasing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it live or is it live?
Where actually the crowd disappear, and it sounds like you're in the first bedroom that you ever like performed in. I mean, musically, not.
Yeah.
No, I only listen to first bedrooms that I performed in. You know.
Alone, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You're
Where else?
playing solo.
Yes.
Han Solo.
Oh dear.
Don't we have little curtains on this app that just like come over every now and then?
I don't think so. They haven't made that yet, Nibbs. I think that you're onto something, and I think that you need to get a hold of Zoom for the curtain filter.
Yeah.
You know, as you become inappropriate, it's like
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. The curtain filter, inappropriate curtain filter. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'll put one
Oh,
in
he's-
post.
He's been left
Yeah.
back. Yeah. No, but it would be great to, like I said, do a gig with Saxon. That would be
Concur. Yeah, that would be fantastic.
That would be a milestone for us, at least. That would be
yeah.
cool.
I'm just
Are
happy
you
to.
playing Nibbs? Are you playing Sweden Rock?
Yes, please.
We're going there this year, but
Hey,
I can't
I don't
remember
know
if you
yet.
were up there.
You mean 2022? Yeah.
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 Who knows? I mean, it's actually quite early. It's like June, no?
Yeah,
It's in June.
yeah, it is. But you know, all bands have been booked for. This is the 3rd time. Cross your fingers, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, we
Well,
played on the last. I think the last Sweden Rock.
2019.
Yeah, the one where I think Rainbow played there.
Yeah, that was the year where it was like Richie Blackmore and Jens Johansson was playing on the keyboards, and
Yeah,
had some guest musicians playing.
yeah, we were on just before them.
Uh-huh. Okay, so maybe not this year then. 2020.
I think we will be there, because why wouldn't we be there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely be there. And well, it's funny actually. Another one that we played just before the war on viruses was in Barcelona Rock Festival.
Yeah.
And that was like a big deal for us. We were doing this 40 years of like Saxon, and
Damn, you're old.
we rehearsed in like Germany for a week or something like that, and then like separated into two different parties because we were going to do a gig in like Valencia or something like that, while the rest of the crew took the whole production to Barcelona. And we went to, was it Valencia? I don't know. Anyway, did this gig and then arrived in Barcelona, did this show, and it was like, wow, this is a big deal. And we just couldn't do anymore. It was supposed to be a tour of these big shows. And although that was only June, I think, again, the way that we'd scheduled the shows, the majority of them were supposed to be in like the fall or the autumn, and that's where everything just started shutting down again. And then into the new year, everything started shutting down again. So they've rescheduled. We've got like I said, I'm not sure of how many festivals we've got lined up next year, but every now and then I do like to check up on our Facebook page and see how it's looking, or whatever, social media like output. And I looked yesterday and we're playing, or scheduled to play, Barcelona Rock Festival again. And
Okay.
so that one's
Nice.
in there. And we have played at the last Barcelona Rock Festival, so it could be that we get an invitation again from Sweden Rock. I hope so, because apart from the shower vomiting and stuff like that happens.
It's pretty nice in Sweden.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. You can come in. No problem.
No,
It's okay. He'll be quiet. Jaden's coming in. He can't sleep.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
He calls me hello.
Hello.
Halo.
Halo.
He's just calling for you all the time.
Yeah. Okay. I'll come down and give me 5 minutes and I'll come down. Yeah.
We all cry for Nibbs.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, poor little guy.
Oh.
I think he's been listening to some of my demos. Wait a second.
Now he's been listening to some of my not demos, actual music. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Oh, I'm longing for home. I've been in this car for 1.5 hours on that.
Yeah, Anders, are you parked outside of your house right now, or are you just parked in a random, like, where are you?
Outside my girlfriend's.
How do you spell divorce? How do you spell divorce in Swedish?
Oj.
Skilsmässa.
Skilsmässa. It's a long one.
I thought I heard that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
So hard to pronounce, you never get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle of knowing me, knowing you.
Yeah, there you go.
Or the winner takes
gimme.
it all.
Aha.
Yeah, the winner takes it all. The winner had a prenup. So
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And the one becomes the dancing queen.
exactly.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we were inappropriate there. So.
So, The winter's not running on 9-volt batteries. Let's just put it
Tina,
that way.
you can come in. You're not crying.
Let's just put it
Tina,
that
you
way.
can come in. You're not crying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we'll
My
see how
wife
it goes.
comes to ask me what's going on. Why is he screaming his head off? My daughter came to ask me, can you take him to bed? Because he won't go to bed unless I take him to bed.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Hey,
That's-
I'm the grandfather.
I
You're
get it.
I'm not the
Yep.
You're the only
godfather.
one.
I'm the grandfather.
Are you teaching
Yeah.
him to do the horns? Grandpa, time for bed. You know.
maybe you're the only one that can tie him down.
Oh, I have many. Yeah, many possibilities.
Yeah, well, we won't keep you too long if you gotta go and
Yeah.
put the
You
weed
got
down.
your duties, Nibbs. You got to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should take my guitar.
There you go.
Okay, girls and
Hey,
boys.
Hey, thanks for
Great
showing.
fun.
Thanks
Great
for coming
to
on.
see you
Nibbs.
all.
Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Great to see your face again, Nibbs.
And
Take
have
care
a
of yourself
wonderful
down there.
Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
Take
Christmas and all
care.
that.
Peace.
I'll be checking the sorcery out.
Yeah, do that.
Cool.
It's kind of magic.
Hey, take care of each other, yeah?
You
Yeah,
too.
you too.
Yes,
You
you
too.
too.
Stay
Stay
safe.
Stay safe. Yep.
I hope
Stay
to
healthy.
see you guys soon.
Hey, thanks for inviting me for this. You
Oh,
know?
No,
my
thanks for
pleasure.
coming on, man.
Yeah, I was happy to do it. I was just really excited to. I didn't know about the cover until like after our show I did with Justin and Christian. I'm like, oh shit! If I had known, then I would have had you come on early. But I'm glad you came. So thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
happy to set this up.
Special thanks to Anders for doing it from the vehicle. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's
right.
gonna go
The
get some spicy
glory
hot
of-
dogs.
Yeah.
The glory of doing interviews in the middle of the night.
Right?
Yes.
How much more metal can you get? Right?
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
See you.
Take care,
See you,
Nibbs.
Nibbs.
Arrivederci.
Bye bye.
Take care, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, Anders and Justin, thank you so much for
Yes,
coming
thank you.
coming back, and I hope you had a good time with Nibbs.
Yeah, of course,
yeah, sure.
Fun.
Sure. I opened
stick-
up some memory gaps there.
Yeah.
That's
And
good.
I'll stick
didn't
around
remember
after
all.
Anders is hung up as well, just for some banter, just because I haven't seen you
Yeah.
guys in a while.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
we're
It's
here.
been a
Okay.
minute.
So, Anders,
So
welcome
let
back.
me-
When the new
yeah.
album comes out, please come back.
Yeah,
We'd love to have you
Please
on.
come
and
back,
talk.
Anders.
Oh yeah, I sure will. You're nice guys, and anytime.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Yeah,
Thank you
it'd be
very
great to
much.
have you.
Okay.
Go
Cheers.
inside.
Bye-bye.
Get warm now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Take care.
This is Doug Helvering, and you have been listening to Heavy Metal Horror, the best podcast that you've never heard before.